The outdoor piece obviously allows people just passing by to encounter it, whereas a piece in a museum or a gallery setting, you really have to be focused and intentional in going there to see it. For me, travel is very important. Understanding various cultures and histories, all of that goes into influence the work that I do. I don't necessarily want to create from my own little island. I want to try to go out and pull in all sorts of ideas and philosophies that have gone before me and try to learn from them. A lot of my trips to Asia informed this piece. I was living over in Hong Kong, and so a lot of the aesthetic and the forms and some of the spiritual and emotional experiences that I had when I was there helped to develop this piece. Just because of the scope of the image, it kind of is out of context to everything downtown, and we knew that that might create some controversy. But I think the whole underlying decision to do it was right. Because what I was trying to say was that this is hopefully a marker as you walk about the town. You see something and it triggers that this is not what you would expect on a daily basis. Well, it kind of merges a couple of different forms that I use. One is the lemon form, but here blown up it's much more abstract. And then the floral images as well. And I wanted to use the three-dimensional form and inscribe some of the images from the paintings onto that, to kind of create almost a three-dimensional painting. A lot of the floral imagery that I use, the images themselves, the flowers, they bloom and then they actually start to die towards the end of the summer. And I think with the work that I'm doing, I'm really interested in kind of the progression of the life of the flower after its prime. Because I think a lot of times in our culture, as we pass a certain prime that society says is important, we're relegated to something else. But I wanted to talk about how life can still be blooming at that end point as well. There was a great story installing the vessel. When I had to dig out to put the electrical in. And so I was up to my knees in the dirt digging, and I had people driving by honking their horns, and they said, "I thought you were an artist, what are you doing?" I said, this is how it goes. You know, I mean, when you're working within a budget, sometimes you got to get down there and get dirty and make it happen. So.